Pokemon Sword and Shield have been out for a while now, and leading up to the game's launch, it's been pretty crazy for GameFreak. First, they were called out for lying with the hashtag GameFreakLied, and then they were thanked for all the memories with hashtag ThankYouGameFreak, and then once the game's actually launched, it went right back to hashtag GameFreakLied. But that's not really what I wanted to focus on today. I want to talk about the aftermath. What's going to happen next? Will Game Freak actually change? Will the next Pokemon games actually be a larger leap forward? Pokemon kinda needs that right now. It needs to be reinvigorated, and I honestly think the only way that's going to happen is if Game Freak stops with these annual releases and actually extends the production of their next game a year or two to give us something really special. There were a few good things to come out of Pokemon Sword and Shield, don't get me wrong, and I think the most notable part of the games is the wild area. I'll be honest about the wild area, guys. The graphics aren't that great, the Pokemon constantly pop in and out, but somehow it still gave me that sense of wonder. It made me feel how Pokemon used to make me feel. Just this one portion of the game gave me so much hope for what the Pokemon series could turn into, and I don't think they would have included the wild area if they weren't planning on expanding that. Imagine the entire game being like that. It's constantly open, you actually have full control of the camera, which for some reason you don't in this game except when you're in the wild area, and you actually see Pokemon of all shapes and sizes when gazing upon the land. I want to walk into a cave and a bunch of Zubats fly at my face. I want to be in a forest and see Mankeys swinging from the trees. I want the ground to rumble whenever Onix comes bursting out from underneath me. That's the type of Pokemon experience people are expecting now, and Game Freak has heard the criticisms loud and clear. They know now that they do not want to mess up again, which gives me a glimmer of hope that the next games will actually be a leap forward. A huge leap forward, I want to add, in terms of scope, in terms of graphics, in terms of writing and presentation. There's no reason why it shouldn't at this point. We honestly needed Sword and Shield. We needed this moment for Game Freak to see what people have been clamoring for, because it seemed like they were blind to it all in the past. And I would honestly be shocked and kind of appalled if they came out with another Pokemon game next year that looked and played just like Sword and Shield. And I also want to mention, I don't hate Sword and Shield. It's basically just Pokemon. It's what we've been getting, but that's kind of the problem. I want more than what we've been getting. I want something special, and it seems like they've been playing it entirely too safe. They at least try to add a new element to each game, but that usually comes with taking away past features. They add in Pokemon following you and then get rid of it, but then add Mega Evolutions. Then they bring in Gigantamaxing, and then they get rid of Mega Evolutions. It's just a constant give and take over and over. They need to hone in on what they have, which I personally think they should just focus on Mega Evolutions because it's the coolest thing they've done in a while. They need to hone in on everything that they've already built and just put it in one game. We don't need a special gimmick every single release. So let's just hope that the next game brings back features, brings back Pokemon, doesn't give us a gimmick, and makes the wild area the entire game, because I think that would be the next logical step for the series. But be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Have you played Pokemon Sword and Shield yet? What do you think? I'm enjoying it, but you know, it's kind of just Pokemon, you know? It's fun, but I want something different. I want something special, and I think the next game will actually be that. At least, I hope so. Maybe not. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs down if you didn't, and as always, subscribe and hit that notifications bell if you're feeling generous. You notifications peeps are the best peeps on the internet, just so you guys know. I'll talk to you guys later.
Wow.